Hey, happy Thursday. How are you? Can't take too long here. I have to be at the VTH today. My second day this week. Labor Day weekend's coming up. Um, Planning on a cookout, weather permitting. I gotta play some catch-up here. I'm kind of like out of the loop. One of these days I gotta go check up on Miss Titty Nipples while he's still wearing his thin little spaghetti strap tank tops to show up them niplets. So his followers can be there. I hope he rides his Coleman mini bike over some bumps so I can watch him jiggle. Cold weather comes in, sweaters, hoodies. You know what I mean? You can't see them titties no more, you know? I'm gonna have to check in on him. I'm gonna have to check in on the Crypt Keeper. See if he's finally bought himself a fucking personality. And maybe has hired a makeup artist to make him look like he's a human being with skin. Guy's so fucking pasty white, his face is blending in with the fucking wall behind him. Heard a few things though. Heard Sanford now is fucking around with go-karts. Electric go-karts. Is he gonna get 1 to run a 10? Has he put out any claims? Or is he doing something to plan on racing it? I don't know. Oh, I heard about my ex-boyfriend, Austin Powers. Also, I get choked up. I still haven't completely got over him. The Cabbage Patch Kid. What we was like peas and carrots, like Forrest Gump said, you know what I mean? He fucking turned on me. Big plans I had for us. Yeah, that No Show Nationals is coming up again. Somebody said, I guess he's taking his $27,000 old beat up 4-door Valiant with a pirate rear end. You know what a pirate rear end is, right? You know, a pirate got a peg leg, only one leg, he's only got one wheel that pulls in the back. It's a busted posse rear end. Safety track, limited slip, sure grip. Same shit, different manufacturers call it different fucking names. So if I say posse rear end, get the fuck over it, okay? You know what I mean. It's all that matters. Heard he's going back. Is he going to impress people again with this one-wheel burnout? I know it was a real fucking hoot. I think somebody put up a video when the guys were doing donuts, like a donut contest. Everybody's there doing donuts with their posi rear end, spinning them around, cool. And he's there with his pirate rear end. You know, pirate rear end, those things don't want to fucking... All you're basically trying to do is a burnout and hope you can get the car to fucking turn, you know what I mean? Even then, he's got that one wheel smoking. And he's yanking on that fucking wheel, trying to turn it like people here on big fucking sailing ships on the ocean, trying to turn that motherfucker. They're pulling and pulling and pulling. And this fucking arc was so big trying to do a donut. Looked like he was trying to orbit the fucking moon. Anyway, and he's saying he's already got people calling him out, call-out races. I had an idea here, and I could help out a crackhead alcoholic junkie at the same time, make some money so we wouldn't have to panhandle and collect fucking cans. We got a few people in the area that hang around. At Richfield's, it's near where the Dunkin' Donuts I go to. It's the closest one. There's one guy, they call him, I don't know what his name is, they call him Harold. He's about maybe late 20s. Guy's all fucked up on dope, crack, drunk. He panhandles, but he goes around with a fucking shopping carriage, you know, homeless people shopping carriages. He stole it from a supermarket, Stop and Shop up on Diamond Street. And you see him, he goes around collecting cans out of people's, you know, recycle bins. My nose is running. I still get this fucking cold that's lingering. Yeah, that's better. And you know, people see him around, especially when it's trash collection day. We have our regular and then we have our recycle bins. So he knows everybody's going to have their barrels out, Thursday night for early Friday morning. Thursday night, you see him going around. I'll tell you, he loads that fucking carriage up with cans, beer cans, soda bottles, soda bottles, whatever. And there's a redemption center about a half mile away. And I'll tell you, man, when that carriage is full, there's good enough in there to go cash in, to at least get a bottle of Jack Daniels, or maybe buy one little rock, maybe a $20 bag of fucking dope, you know what I mean? You should see that motherfucker going down Brock Avenue. He passes fucking cars, man. Looks like Don Garlits winning the Gator Nationals in 1968. I thought maybe I could help this poor bastard out. Tell me, listen, you should go to the North Shore Nationals with your shopping carriage. A racer guy there. Can't miss him. Looks like a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. He's got a 4-door shitbox, old Valiant, all in primer, no paint, and there's still dents and dings, and boy, he's got more waves than the fucking ocean across the street from me. And you can tell him when he's doing a burnout, he's only got one way. He's got a pirate rear end in it. I'd have to explain to him what a pirate rear end is, but I think he still has enough functioning brain cells from all the dope and crack and booze that I think maybe he might understand. And challenge him to a race for $5 grand. I'll back you. He'll get up stage with his fucking carriage. Humiliate the fucking shit out of my ex-boyfriend, and take him for $5 grand. Naturally, I want my $5 grand back. Come to think of it, I wonder if I would get it back. Now we'd have my $5 grand, because he's got to show up with money, he's got to put up or shut up. He'd have my $5 grand I'm giving him to back him. Naturally, he'd beat the Cabbage Patch Kid with his fucking shopping cart. Get his $5 grand, now he's got $10 grand. I may never see Harold again. I'm going to have to think about that. So anyway, that's it. Oh, and I heard my buddy Mike lost his channel. YouTube took it down. Somebody told me. And I mentioned it yesterday. I found out later on. I said, I found it strange when I went to it. I kept going to that guy's channel, that guy's channel, that guy's channel. What the fuck? Somebody said, yeah, I think YouTube took it down. If that's the case, I'd have to assume it was for hate speech. And I heard people, oh, that ain't right. We got our First Amendment rights. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. However, there are consequences that come along with it, and your rights do not apply everywhere. Okay? You can't run into a crowded movie theater with people, women, children, and start yelling fire. They get up in a panic, running out. People could get injured, even killed. Yeah, it's not a good time for your freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, wherever you want. But some places, you're going to pay the fucking price, whether you like it or not. YouTube here, Facebook, this is a private enterprise. They have their rights to set their code of conduct, community standards, as they call it. They have that right, whether you like it or not. Same way, our homes here. You have children, small children at home? What if a friend came by and he brought a friend with him? Your kids are there, and that friend starts talking like me, swearing like a motherfucker around your kids. Would you say, hey, wait, oh, hey, come on, man. Don't say those things around my kids. How would you like it if he said, hey, motherfucker, I got my First Amendment right. I can say whatever the fuck I want, whether you like it or not. You have the right to throw him out of your fucking house. You tell him, shut the fuck up and get out. Oh, you can't do that. You're infringing on my rights. So, yeah. My hard concrete on my porch is going to infringe on your fucking face when you land on it. I'm going to throw you out of my fucking house. Just because we have First Amendment rights don't mean you can do anything you want to fucking do. As we know as of late, you've had talk show guys and whatnot that their First Amendment right, freedom of speech show landed them in a lot of trouble. With their conspiracy theories, pertaining to dead children, school shooting hoax. I don't want to get into all of that. You know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, you have your First Amendment rights. Don't mean there ain't a price to pay for it. And I guess he paid the price for it here, whether you like it or not. There are some things that are just not appropriate to say, and in places that it should not be said at all. What I say, maybe some people could say that I could be accused of harassment. Sometimes it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I mean? People say the same thing as me. But if they're vile and nasty and angry and wishing harm and death on people, whoa, wait a minute, man. Whoa, now there's a big difference. Big difference. Somebody can say something because they're having fun with it, because they're just like ragging the ass of sorry motherfuckers that are on here to scam to make money. Well, I just said that. Somebody else could say, motherfuckers deserve to be fucking shot, man. That motherfucker's lucky. I'd be saying the same thing in a different way. It would not sound the same way. And now it would be considered hate speech. Think about that for a second. But anyway, and so that's the deal. That's the deal. I got a few people to check up on. Yeah, Sanford now is the go-kart king. Well, he did say when he was on one of his videos one time that even when he was a kid, downhill races around, he would call them soapbox derby cars. They build these, cars, they certain specifications, and they find streets with hills, and they, gravity racers. He said he had the best one in the neighborhood. He was the king of the hills in New York, yeah. Because he had the best wood. They were building new houses in the development. He used to go there and steal the wood. So we had brand new wood. The other kids had old wood that was recycled and broken boxes they'd pull, And he had the best wheels. He used to get off baby carriages. They had better bearings on them than putting roller skate wheels. Even though they got bearings in them, they he was the best. No kid could beat him on a hill. You know what I mean? So I guess maybe he's got a little experience in vehicles that are small and low to the ground like that. This time he'll have a motor in one. You know what I mean? See what kind of claim he makes with it. See if he takes on people for races. Let's see what he does with it. I'm sure this will get him some clicks. He'll make some money. And we see what happens. And I guess that's about it for now. So I got to check in on the Crypt Keeper. And I got to check in on Miss Titty Nipples. Kind of know what's going on with Sanford. Kind of know what's going on with my ex-boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid. I kind of know what's going on with this Mike guy. I would have heard a few grumblies from people. Oh, that ain't right for us to make. If you can't understand what I just said, if you'd be willing to have small kids in the house or your mother, and somebody comes to your house that's talking like me, swearing like a motherfucker, how would you like it if you said, oh, no. See, that's your domain. You have a right to set your standards there. Same way YouTube does, Facebook does, even Twitter, even Snapchat. You go on Snapchat, Instagram, you start showing your dick and your pussy and shit. Now you can't do that. You know what I mean? Isn't there freedom of expression as well? Freedom of artistry, right? Does it mean you can do it anywhere, anytime you want? No. Some people don't understand that. The First Amendment right is not a blanket statement that covers everything. There are stipulations, And it basically comes down to what's appropriate and what's not for the person's behavior. Time and a place for everything. Some people want to do whatever they want, wherever they want, whenever they want. Then find out they can't do it. And they pay the fucking price, you know what I mean? I find this shit funny. Anyway, I guess that's about it for today. I got to get my ass to the VTH. I have a busy schedule today between doctor's appointments and a supermarket run. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for a happy Friday.